When you look at Nigeria League this season,
Yes,
I think
sir.
only three teams haven't won away from home. Sorry, who haven't gotten at least 1 point
Away
away
from
from
home.
home. I think that's Adama United, Katsina United. I think one of the Warriors sorry about. They haven't got at least 1 point. No.
Yeah, what it
But
was.
every other team have got at least 1 point. The highest is Kwara United with 8 points. So they're about. This wasn't this way some years back. Even last season it wasn't this way. Now, look at the NPFL. For me, I think he has gone a long way to, make the teams feel, should I say, safe and comfortable away from home, because you know that you don't have the fans to be afraid of. Referees are human beings, so they don't have fans to be afraid of. So it makes them to be okay. And I remember those days in Aba. When a ref comes to blow and he's blowing very well, Aba people will be like, what can I be a FIFA Eba? So it means this man is, officiating FIFA level. The fans, especially when we are not winning or when we are losing, we are not comfortable with it. But right now, you have no choice. I think the NPFL TV have done a great job so far, so good.
Yeah.
In terms of making the standard of play to be okay. But I want to ask you, which areas, do you think the NPFL needs to improve on?
Okay. From what I studied, from my online business class, they'll tell you something about business that there are three tiers to business. There is the setup, there is the sustenance, then there is the setup, there is the funding, and then there is the sustenance. So the first one is the setup. When you set up your business, you practically are trying your hand like, okay, this might work, this might not work. That's where you're putting your hand into. And you're hoping against all hope. Then when you fund it, there's a level, maybe you either get your own fund or you get loan from the bank or you get mutual funding from people. You now know that, okay, this money that they're giving to you in trust, and they expect you to bring in result because it's going to be a return on investment. If you take a loan, you need to pay the loan with the interest. You start working. And then when you get past that level, everybody now know you that, this person, this is what this person does. You have to sustain that business. From that place, the next stage you come to, which is the fourth stage, is the legacy level. What is legacy? Legacy is when you build a business to a point where it's no longer about you, but it can live with or without you. So we could also, put the same theory at play with the MPFL. But you see, there are elements that must come together. What Shehu Diko have done is working against all odds. There are so many people who didn't believe that this would work. Shehu Diko and the LMC, even NFF, they didn't believe that this would work. They thought it was another ghost chase. Let's take a step back a bit. First, they came out with the first TVD that they signed was not with Red Strike. I think I've forgotten the name now. And then they signed the Red Strike deal, and everybody's confused. What happened to this? Is that going to be conflict? There was even rumor, there was news that didn't happen. They came out and addressed the issue, and then the Red Strike Day came out, and everybody was looking. We're not seeing, real advertisement, push for that. Shaudiko is a quiet guy, so he kind of like run the business the way he lives his life. I don't think it is wrong because everybody is not going to do business the same way. Richard Branson does not run his business the same way Donald Trump runs his business. Neither does Jack Ma runs his business the same way Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk. But everybody runs their business and they have a model for it. The most important thing in business that I'm getting to discover now is being a CEO is different from being a worker. When I was a worker in radio, the way I see life, the way I see media was different from now that I'm a CEO. I don't go to sleep thinking, I just wake up tomorrow morning, I go do my show and I go home. I go to sleep thinking, okay, we'll need fuel, electricity bill, internet, this one, microphone, this mixer that is working now, we need a backup. All of those things come to play. So you have to come with a strategy. So I think in the MPFL TV, in a nutshell, from a business standpoint, the buzz is high right now. That buzz that is running high without even promotion. We see Eddie Dombraye. We've seen a whole lot of people buzzing on it. We need to go to the next level. The next level is, for instance, NFF is privileged to have Amaju Pinnick as its president. Amaju Pinnick rubbed shoulders with the high and mighty in society. He's got connected to a lot of celebrity, AY, Poruru, almost everybody, Bolvi and the rest of them. I think how much you can leverage on that and speak to all of his celebrity friends to say, just do a drop, a liner. Say, my name is Bobby Obama, is celebrated the most intelligent comedian in Africa. I'm watching Nigerian League football on NPFL TV. Do subscribe. I think there's a relationship he can leverage on. That one would also introduce the NPFL TV to their fans. That's one part of it. Second one is, let's use this opportunity now to get government to also help improve the facilities that we have, because it is one thing to have this stadium. Let's not forget that the fans will come back. When the fans come back, are the cameras going to be in the right place? Are they going to be safe? Let's put all the security features that we need to put in our stadiums right now. Let's improve the quality of the grasses, because you want to, for a TV person, you ask Alajaye will tell you, for a TV person, you want a field that is friendly to the eyes. It's very, very important. And then we should also try to add a zoom angle to it, a 360 angle to it. The goal that Enyimba scored, for instance, Tosin Omoyele scored, if there was a 360 angle in the replay, it would have been very, very beautiful. Those are some of the things we need to add. And then marketing. You want to say something?
Yes. Talking about marketing, the truth is this. Most of our communication giants, the MTN, the Globacom, the RTL, and
You're just giving free advert.
you know, I haven't seen them say something about the NPFL TV, because the truth is this: they'll be the ones to benefit as well in the long run. The subscription, everything, they'll benefit. Yes, the NPFL may not pay them, but let them look at the long run, because if millions subscribe or pay, is their data that we use. Because they may be glad the NPFL did not come to pay them months, because maybe the NPFL may not have that money to pay them. But looking at the long run, I think they have something to add to make our league to be better. NPFL, the LMC mustn't come to, they should have people who look around and say, you know what, let's key into this thing. Yes, they don't have the money, but in the long run, they can even do a deal with NPFL, right? Any of them, they can meet them and say, okay, if we do this, what's the commission, stuff like that, they can push it, because these telecom giants, they have fans, they have millions who follow them, both on the internet and the rest. So I think it's something we should they should look into.
I think I need to come in there. In corporate governance, you don't do charity, you do business. So in the form of business, I think that there is a sponsorship package that the LMC have. I'm privy to have had that conversation before. There's going to be official vehicle of the NPFL, official soft drink, whereby every match venue, when the fans return, it is only that drink that will be sold in the stadium. If you're not selling that drink, you can't bring any other drink to the stadium. I am aware of that. So this is what is going to happen. The LMC would eventually go get official telecommunication company that is powering the NPFL. So in that front, they will now have sort of like, if you're on this network, let's say Elegbeta TV telecommunication. Now, if you're on this network and you download, you can watch the game maybe 1 week free data. You understand? That's like a partnership that can come. I know, or if you're always watching the content on the league, you get return on data. If you use the app, there is a way they would embed it for you to get free data for as long as you're using the app. The way Facebook is, you can use Facebook for free, but you won't see pictures and all that. So I think all of those things will come eventually. The app also need a communication part where you're watching match and people are chatting, because I watch a lot of football matches online, and I noticed that once you register like viplounge.com.lc, for instance, on the right hand side, you see people communicating, fans from all over the world yabbing themselves. That's also something that the LMC need to quickly think about on the app, so that people are watching and they are giving their reaction, because people really want to react to football match. Football match is not something you watch and you lounge. It's not love making. It's not romance. It's football. There is emotion, there's passion. And I also think that the LMC, to excite themselves, go past this. Oh, Eddie Dombraye is watching in Ukraine. This one is watching there. They should also create a challenge. For me, if I'm running the LMC, this is the time I'll create the LMC weekend challenge. What is the challenge about? If you're watching with the app, set it up in such a way. Do a 30 seconds video of yourself watching, and your demonstration, how you are reacting to games. A winner every week, a winner will get something, maybe data. Data is what they are spending to watch it. So give them data until you are able to give them something bigger than data. I think if they do all that, one, you will increase your customer base, that's for sure. Secondly, people will follow it, and then people would also, addiction to the game will come in, because that's what you need. You need addiction to the game. This is not negative addiction. This is positive addiction. If people get addicted to the NPFL, you don't need to compete with the European football. They can watch the European football they want to watch, but get them addicted to your own, and be innovative. Bring in some short interview within the week so that you don't have to wait only to the weekend before you watch. I noticed something that happened with Chelsea. The Super Bowl was coming over the weekend, and Pulisic was on Chelsea TV doing an interview telling people about how the Super Bowl goes, how the preparation when he was growing up, how they used to prepare for the Super Bowl. That's a very fantastic one. So like you now, you're an Aba boy that grew up in Aba. So you need to sit and talk about how it used to be when you were in Aba, going to Imba's game. Those are selling point that need, because if you put it out there, every other Aba person that grew up in that Aba, the same area you grew up, sees that video, they will say, oh, I know this guy, I remember this moment that this person is talking about. All of those things are very, very important. This league is our league. Whether we like it or not, these are the times where everybody must pull, and it's all hands on deck. Like I always say, it has nothing to do with Shewudiko. Tomorrow Shewudiko will not be there. Somebody else will be there. It might be me, it might be you. So if we destroy it today and we get there, we will meet a mess. So it is up to us to say, nah, Shewudiko is there. Let's fix it. Let's help him to support it, so that if I am there tomorrow, the thing that we have helped to build, it will be easy for me to run. That's just the way I see it. The LMC or the NPFL is Nigerian's property. It's not Shewudiko's property. It's not Amaju's property. Let's not support it because of Amaju or because of Shewudiko. Let's support it because we're interested in what is good about Nigeria. Even if we have our differences with the people that are running right now, let's not have our differences with the game, because the game is more important than anything. As they say, don't hate the player, hate the game, right? But you have to reverse it this time and say, you can hate the player, but please don't hate the game, because the game is what gives life. That's just the way I see it.
You are listening to Elegbete TV Radio.